Good morning. My name is Advait Patel, and today I'm going to talk about something that I built out of my frustration, not because I was frustrated because of the attackers or anything like that, but because of the existing tooling that I was using to scan some of the security items. So today I'm going to talk about my real life lessons by building and using the DockSec to secure Docker files in real pipelines. So let's dive in. First of all, who am I? I work as a senior site reliability engineer for Broadcom, where I handle multiple heads, starting from security, reliability, and anything that goes into and out of the cloud. I'm also Docker captain. That is a recognition I got from Docker with my contribution. I'm also OAP's founding member for project DockSec, also one of the other founding members for project AIVSS with Ken and along with a bunch of people. I am published author and researcher. I have written 6 books mainly on cloud security and on the intersection of cloud security and AI. Also, I am Google developer expert in the Google Cloud domain, and I have spoken to this flagship conferences including OAPS Global AppSec. US, I will be speaking in EU in June, QCon AI Boston, Sense, and some of the Midwest conferences as well. So the project or the tool that I'm gonna present today is called DockSec. That is the OAPS incubator project. Right now, it has more than 15,000 downloads on PyPI. It's growing day by day, obviously because of the threats and attackers and all. So let's dive in about what is DockSec and what does it do. But before we start talking about DockSec, let's talk about what is happening right now and what we are seeing in the real production environment. So basically, when we talk about securing our Docker containers, our Docker environments, we see three things in real world right now. The first problem is volume. All the scanner tools, they are producing just they are just producing results and results, right? At the end of the day, you have 200 to 2000 vulnerabilities, right? But you don't know which one to address first, you don't know which one to prioritize first, and at the end of the day, development team, they just shut down their laptop and just procrastinate because of the volume. The second problem is context gap. Okay, you scan your environment, you scan your Docker container, you scan your entire microservices architecture and all, but what happens? Okay, it will tell you, okay, open SSH package is vulnerable, SSH is your container has plain text secret. Okay, fine, that is great, but what can happen to my Python function? How can it affect my pipeline? How can it affect my Python application, right? The scanner won't tell you that. You will need a security expert, you will need someone to tell you, okay, go here and here is the problem, or this is why it is showing you this vulnerabilities, right? No scanner will tell you in today's world. The third gap is remediation gap. People, security team, developers, they want to fix their environment, they want to fix those remediations, they want to fix those vulnerabilities, right? But when you look at the report, out of 200 or out of 1000 vulnerabilities, you don't know like which one is the most important one, which one I should address first, or which one I should like go into it and like implement, fix it first, right? Because out of those, like no one tells you, okay, fix these three first and others can wait, or fix this five first and then maybe you can come back to a week after, right? So these are the main gap and that we are seeing right now in real world. And even sysdig report in 2025 state of cloud native security report tells that 84% of container images in production environment today have at least one high or critical vulnerability. So that tells you that people want to take action, but they just need the guideline, or they just need the steps to remediate, right? So basically, in today's time, this is what you get from any traditional scanner. You get the list of the CVEs, you get the severity, you get the package that is vulnerable, and that is all. Versus what we need is an actionable intelligence. We need something in plain English format. We need something, okay, these are the issues that need the immediate action. These are the issues that you need to prioritize it. This is the exact Docker file, and this is the exact line that needs the change, and this is how you are gonna fix it. So we need this versus what we have right now, this. And DockSec is just basically filling the gap between these two, what we have right now versus what we need. And DockSec is just sits between and trying to solve the gap, what we are seeing right now in the world. So before I tell you about DockSec, it has 15,000 downloads on PyPI and the community is growing. It's very easy, and you just need one simple command to install and start using it, which is pip install DockSec. It is open source, fully transparent, and basically you don't need any key if you don't want to use any AI scanner. You can just use DockSec and scan only mode, which won't require any additional input, and then it will tell you, it will do the magic for you. So when someone asks me about DockSec, I just tell that, okay, just think of it as a security expert which works alongside you, and rather than just giving you some actionable things, it will have all the context, like what you are trying to do, how you are trying to do, what you are trying to achieve, and then it will tell you, okay, now I have the context and this is what you want to do, or this is what you need to do. So what is happening behind the picture? So this is your Docker file. It goes to a scanner layer. Scanner layer, you can have Privy, Hedolint, or Docker Scout. They all have multiple purpose. They all produce the scanning results. They all tells you from, okay, if you use Privy, it will tell you the bunch of list. If you use Hedolint and Docker Scout and so on, right? And that summary up to this part, nothing goes out of your laptop, because we are talking about security, and all of us, we just think that, okay, my code does, like, I'm not feeling comfortable putting my code online, or I don't feel comfortable putting my logic online because of AI usage and all, right? So up to this stage, nothing goes out of your laptop, and now your scanner has generated all the findings and has generated the results. And now if you want the AI analysis, this is the step where you can provide your API key of your LLM, choice of LLM, and that is where it will generate an analysis in a nice and human plain text for plain English text format, and then it will generate an output report, and it will tell you, okay, these are the 1,000 vulnerabilities, but out of that, you only need to focus on this bunch, and for that you can take action X, Y, and Z, and that will be all. So three scanners, right? I talked about Privy, which scans your CVE. Like, CVE is most important part for OS packages. It finds the vulnerabilities in your base images. It detects the hard-coded secrets if there are any. And then we have another Hedolint scanner, which tells you like Dockerfile based practices, right? It catches the, like, for example, add instead of copy. It if it catches if it is missing user, it maps to DL3 XXX rule, and etc. Basically it will follow the Dockerfile based practices. And the Docker product, Docker Scout, which is for the image intelligence. It scans the vulnerability, tracks vulnerability across the image, because in production you don't have only one Docker image, right? In production you have like maybe 10, 50, 20 Docker images, which is forming your container, which is forming your production environment. So all of these three scanners you can use one by one. But what happens, because all three of them are focusing on one individual item, right? All three of them are focusing on Docker security. So if you use Privy, it will generate individual report. If you use Hedolint, it will generate individual report. And so same thing with Docker Scout. So now you have three individual report, but for the same thing, which obviously has the overlap, right? So now you are getting confused. Okay, which one I should resolve first, which one I should take action item first. So this is where DockSec comes in. It combines whatever scanner that you are using, it combines the summary, it combines all the scanning results, and then it will give you a summary based on the scanning results. And we are not restricting any LLM support, right? You can have your OpenAI, you can use GPT-4 model, you can have your Claude, you can have Google Gemini, or you can use Olama on your local environment, local machine as well, if you are not comfortable using any of the public providers. And using these LLMs are very simple. You just need to export your open API key from your laptop, from your environment, or maybe in your CI/CD pipeline, and it will start using the LLM, and it will have the LLM support. So that you can use whichever LLM your company is supporting, or whichever LLM is your company allowing. Okay, so how does it do it? It will generate a security score. It will tell you, okay, out of 100, this is your score, and then okay, we have these three scoring breakdown. Obviously, we are allocating 50% of weight for the vulnerability severities, because CVs are the most important parts, right? Then we are allocating 30% weightage for the Docker file quality, which will follow the Docker based practices and all. And then we are checking configuration checks that, okay, are there any gaps, are there any root user usage or exposing secrets and all, and that is 20% weightage. And once that scanning are done, then it will give you the result, and here are the results band. Out from 90 to 100, it will fall into excellent. That means like you are doing almost everything right, maybe a few minor monitoring points that you can adjust, and then so on, like good, fair, and poor. And then based on the results and based on the categories, you can know, okay, this how my environment is secure, or how my Docker container is secure. So configurations, like we have added some points. For example, if you are using containers runs as a root, then negative 25 points. If it is using hard coded secrets, then negative 30 points, and so on. This is just an idea about how DockSec calculates the points and how it scores your security findings and summary. And at the end, it won't tell you, okay, because terminal has some sort of limitation, right? So it won't tell you, okay, these are the only things that you need to focus on, but it will present the report in multiple formats. If you prefer HTML, that will give you an HTML report. If you prefer PDF, JSON, or CSV export format, it's up to you, however you want to export it for the AI summarization part. And here are the commands which I'm gonna show in the demo. Basically, it's just simple pip install DockSec, and these are the commands. Like for example, if you don't want to use any AI LLM tool, you can just use DockSec, then your Dockerfile and scan only mode, which will not send anything to AI or LLM, and everything will be on your laptop or on your machine or on your CI/CD pipeline. Then you have the image only feature. For example, if you have like 10, 50, 60 Docker files which are creating an Docker image, then you can use this image only feature, which will scan your entire Docker image. And then you can use the LLM provider by using the model, and then you can use the scan only, AI only feature as well. Now I will have to change my screen so that I can show the terminal. Okay. Sure. How about now? DockSec, I already released some, just for the demo, I already released a new version last night. So right now I already have the DockSec installed on my laptop, but these are the commands that you can use uh, you can install DockSec, pip install DockSec, and it will install the latest version. Or you can also use the pin version or whatever version that you need. And okay, I'm in the directory. I want to show you the Docker file which I generated, which has the which doesn't have the best practices. Obviously, it is using Python 3.9, which is flagged as a vulnerable image. It is using plain text, which it has the plain secrets in plain text format. It is using add functionality instead of copy. It runs the it is exposing the SSH port, etc. And we will scan this file and we will see how the report will look like, or how it will tell us like what we need to do. But before that, I want to show you the available commands that you can use. You have the help option, you have the image only, you have the output format option, AI only, where you can use the LLM for the AI summarization. You can use the scan only if you don't want to provide anything to LLM. You can just like, if you want to see how your environment looks like, or if it has anything, then you can just use scan only. You can use image only, and so on. You can have the model function as well, model feature as well, where you can have your specific model if you are using any LLM. Okay, so let's start with the first magical command, and it will be our Docker file, and we will use AI only feature first. So now it will use the AI only. Oh, sorry, I probably did it too many times, but this is how it will look like. I mean, once you use AI only feature, it will tell you like it will generate the exact summary. I don't know why I will have to reset my credentials, but let me show you the scan only feature as well. Python 3.9, and let's use scan only. Oh, what did I do? Scan only. For this, you don't need any AI or LLM support. It will scan your Docker image that I just showed it to you, and it will do the summary, and it will generate the report. The report will be, yeah, here is the location where, God, it's so difficult. Mhm. Yeah, if you look at this Python 3.9, I don't know how I can, maybe let me minimize it a little bit. Let's I will need to go there first. Okay, now we are in the directory, and we will look at the Python scan result dot html. Oh, where did it go? Yeah, here it is. Yep. So this is how it will generate the report. It will have the image name, image information. It will look. It will give you the Docker scan results, your vulnerability summary. It find 150. It found in 153 critical. This many high and medium, zero, low. It will tell you the severity, CVE, in which package, version, title, the status, CVSS, and everything in plain text format, which you can take action upon, rather than just having the rather than having everything solved in like maybe day or two. You can only focus on the ones in critical or high, and based on the timelines, you can fix them. Obviously, the image that we used is vulnerable, and that was the intention for the demo. But I hope your production environment doesn't have this many. Otherwise, it will take weeks to solve this. Let me go back to DockSec demo and show you the next command. Now, let me, after that, let's come back to the presentation. Okay, so this is how you can use and run the DockSec tool, and you can try with scan only. Sorry for the AI only option. I am out of my credits, but you can use it, and you can use LLM, whichever model and LLM you prefer, and you can also try this HTML report on your machine. Uh, Moving forward, I think we did that. We did this. Okay. So this is after solving, this is the annotated process, like how this is the example that we saw. These are the 6 vulnerabilities that we intentionally put. First is the Python image. Second is the plain secrets in plain text format, and then exposing the SSH ports and all. And this is what we saw in the the HTML output. Running DockSec, this is the example output that I captured when while scanning the image, and this is what it will look like. And then this is the score report before versus after. Before, it says out of 100 it got 22, rated as poor. This is the before Dockerfile, but after using DockSec, after fixing it, it tells the okay, it tells you to use this version which is vulnerable free. If you want to stick with 3.9, it will also tell you okay, you don't have to use this secrets as plain text format. You can provide it from the environment variable. Instead of add statement, you can use copy statement. You don't have to expose SSH port. And this is how your new Docker file look like. And once you scan this new Docker file, it will give you 89 score out of 100, which will rated as good. So basically, this is the action items that we took. Credentials moved to runtime secrets, root user eliminated, SSH access gone, image pinned to the exit version, and from 47 CV it was reduced to 4. And you don't have to use pip install DockSec manually, but you can have it in your CI/CD pipeline. It's just one action item in your CI/CD pipeline. What happens is when your pull request touches the Docker file or Docker container, you can have the pip install DockSec command. You can install the DockSec in your pipeline, and then it will, whatever, like if you only prefer scan only, you don't want to send your results to AI, you don't want to use any LLMs, you can only use this scan only feature in your next step, and you can provide the LLM key, your API key, and then it will scan the result for you. And this is how, it's just 2 steps process that you can do in your you can have in your pipeline. It supports Jenkins, it supports Circle CI, GitLab CI, any CI/CD pipeline that you or your company or team is using. And I would like to spend 1 minute to thank OWAPS, because OWAPS recognition is not for the a logo in the website, but it tells the community that it is reviewed and it is gone through the different life cycle of the process, and it gives the some sort of recognition in the industry as well, that the tool is safe to use, the tool is recognized by OWAPS, and it is available in the OWAPS as a OWAPS project. And the code is fully transparent. You can see the GitHub for the DockSec project. The code is there. Security teams are using it. I have some real companies which are using this in production environment, and obviously 15,000 downloads from the PIPI website. Individual users are also using it for their environment, because The three things that it is focusing on: volume, context, and remediation gap. It can affect from any large enterprise environment, from a startup which doesn't have any security team or which cannot afford to have the security team, right? This is the tool which is targeting those users. Now you don't have to uh, like now the developer team doesn't have to wait on, okay, I will just create the ticket, we'll just hand it to the security team and they will take care of it, right? We are switching from that environment to having the responsibility, taking the responsibility, and taking the steps in the right direction. These are some of the numbers. MIT license, so you are free to adopt it, use it, fork it, and maybe build on it. You can create issues, you can request features and etc. You can submit PRs, but most importantly, for your support, I would request you to add a star to the repo, which will tell me that someone is using it in production. And also I'm looking forward to your feedback, and like when you use the tool, I'm looking forward to your feedback and see how we can improve it together. So these are some of the things that I did recently, added recently to the tool. Right now it has the multi LLM feature, it has the multi formatted reports, it gives you the security scanning, security scoring, it has the scan only mode so that you don't have to use LLM at all. Right now it is OWASP incubator project in progress. The items are Docker Compose support, because as I said, we don't just run our containers in using one file, or we don't have any one container at all in production. We have like hundreds or thousands, and Docker Compose will the support will be added. GitHub action item, GitHub actions will currently is in progress. And next I would like to add the same support for Kubernetes manifest files. Right now there are policies that currently DockSec is defining, building, right? But I would like to have custom policies. If you are using DockSec, you can build your own policies. If for example you don't like, I followed 50 30 20% rules, right? If you don't want to do that, if you don't want to do that, you can have your own custom policies, you can have your custom scoring, so that you only flag critical vulnerabilities, or you only flag critical and high severity vulnerabilities, right? Looking to add VS Code extension or other extension as well, so that you don't even have to download it, you just download it once, and then your extension will just tells you, okay, this is what you want to change before you commit your code. uh, Again, it's just maybe it will take less than 60 seconds. Pip install DockSec, and DockSec your Dockerfile and scan only mode will tell you the entire picture. This is the link to the GitHub repo. Currently it's in also it's in OWASP project. You can just search OWASP DockSec and it will redirect you to the DockSec project website as well. This is the page on the PyPI. That's where you can install pip install DockSec and OWASP project link here. Here is my LinkedIn link and my GitHub account. I would like to connect with you all to get the feedback, to get the motivation as well as encouragement on how we can move from here to here, and we all can take one step together in the right direction. I think that would conclude my presentation. Thank you so much, folks. Appreciate it. Any any questions or thoughts? Thank you so much. I think we are headed to the lunch. Thank you so much, folks. Appreciate it.